Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, heroes in a half shell, turtle power. Hello everybody, and today we are here to finally review the series finale of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2012. I can't believe I've made it this far, and nothing's really changed in my reviews, so we might as well get started. So this is the last episode of the 80s arc of TMNT and the series finale, but it opens with Bebop and Rocksteady, who are now being treated like servants to Shredder and Krang, who are having them clean the floor, but Bebop and Rocksteady think they deserve better, but they are sent on a mission to go to TCRI and get a suitcase full of crystals that Krang wants. And so Bebop and Rocksteady both go to TCRI. Meanwhile, the Turtles are in the sewer investigating where the Technodrome is. And I do like the line where 80s Leo says, we gotta just keep on trying, team. But this is where they're ambushed by a bunch of foot soldiers. But what happens next is this is a thing if you know the 80s show. So apparently because the animators were on a big deadline, they would sometimes get the turtles' voices wrong, or which turtle was which wrong. And apparently Raph sounds like Mikey. I don't know if they did this on purpose or just a reference to how they constantly made mistakes back then. But they all get into a big battle with the foot soldiers. But when Bebop and Rocksteady do make it to TCRI, they hug for a moment when they sneak into the elevator. But they bump into Letterhead, Slash, and Mondo Gecko, who are there. But they get into a fight. I like how Rocksteady is able to just smash through Mondo Gecko like nothing. But they manage to basically fall outside into the water, and Bebop manages to catch the suitcase. But Mondo manages to call Mikey while they're having their little battle. But they manage to all get away and meet up. But Slash is surprised to see multiple turtles after their little fight. But Shredder and Krang do show up, and they get what they're needed, and they try to escape. But this is where Mikey ends up looking out through the sewer, and he almost gets crushed, but he manages to sneak back in a nick of time. And basically what happens is the villains get away, and so the Turtles gotta plot their next move. I do like the line where Slash goes, "Man, I'm seeing double turtles." But they say it's a long story. But the Turtles all hang out in the sewer while Shredder and Krang are plotting their next move, which is basically to open a wormhole to Dimension X so they can destroy the world. But once Bebop and Rocksteady learn this, they're like, what? We don't want to destroy the world. This is because they apparently love the world. They just wanted some respect. But the Turtles are watching TV while the Donnies are working on their next invention. I do like how 80s Leo is watching Space Heroes, and he says it's actually a live action show in their world. But what happens next is literally the two Donnies have built a Dimension X looking shell raiser, and that's what they're going to use to take down the Technodrome. But Shredder and Krang manages to use their drill to lift the Technodrome all the way to Earth, and they're going to open the wormhole, and what comes out is General Trag and the other one, I forget what that one is called, the giant lava statue guy. But apparently they were going to cause some chaos. And we see a bunch of rock monster things. But there, April is like wondering, what the heck is that? But our characters managed to chase the Technodrone and use whatever cannons they got. But they, unfortunately, what happens is they end up having to fight all the rock monsters. And they end up getting surrounded by them because there's just too many. And Krang and Shredder unleash their power once they leave the Technodrone. But what happens next is Bebop and Rocksteady have a change of heart. They literally decide they don't want to be super villains anymore. They want to be superheroes. So they destroy half the Technodrone. And when Krang turns gigantic, he manages to literally get his foot gets destroyed, and he literally falls to his death, causing the Technodrone to its portal to reverse, and all the remaining turtles take down the rock monsters and send them all back to the Dimension X. And Rocksteady, we get this cool shot of Bebop and Rocksteady staring into the night sky, and they literally shoot the Technodrone down, and Krang lands on Shredder, humiliating the two, and which is ironic because Shredder ain't that powerful, the 80s version, and he literally gets knocked out by Letterhead, and he's like, "I've had enough of you, Shredder." But the day is saved, and our fellow turtles have to say their goodbyes. Leo points out how the 2012 world is weird, and Raph's like, "Oh, we're weird." But 2012 Leo tells them, "Hey, if you guys ever need help, we'll be there." But they open their wormhole, they say their goodbyes, Mikey says Booyakasha. But April asks Bebop and Rocksteady if they're gonna stop being bad guys. And they said they're going to be superheroes, but they're just going to use it for fame and glory. So yeah, this is kind of a weird, I don't know why, but that's a nitpick, but like, I feel like Bebop and Rocksteady, makes their redemption kind of fake, because we thought they were genuine trying to be heroes at the end, but really they just want to use it for fame. But it's whatever, since this is the last episode, and Mikey wonders what the 80s Turtles, if they made it home. That's the last shot we see of the 2012 Turtles. But the 80s Turtles make it home, and they meet up with Bebop and Rocksteady. They're relieved they're in the real world. And I do like at the end where the Turtles tell Bebop and Rocksteady that they don't have to always be punching bags to Shredder and Krang. And Donnie tells them, "You guys can just do whatever you want." And Bebop announces that he always wanted to be an engineer. Wait, no, it's Rocksteady who wanted to be an engineer. And Bebop says he just wants to dance, and that's the episode. So, this has been the finale for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I can't believe I've made it this far in reviewing the show. I've had a blast reviewing each episode a week. I've been doing it for 2 years. And I think I'm going to do like a series review after I review the 2014 movie. So that should be fun. And I will review the 2003 show. But after I review the 2014 movie and this show overall, I think I just need a little bit of a tiny break from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But this has been my childhood show. I remember collecting all the toys, looking forward to each episode. I loved all the characters, and it's sad that this show ain't a thing anymore, probably because of the ratings and toy lines, but TMNT's got to move on, and we still got incarnations, and this is definitely my favorite incarnation of the Ninja Turtles. It's even awesomer that they crossed over with the 80s Turtles. I know the 2003 show did, but they didn't have the voice actors for it. It's nice hearing Cam Clark, Townsman Coleman, Rob Paulson, and Yeah, Barry Gordon voicing the 80s Turtles one last time. And it's super awesome. I got to hear also Sean Astin, Greg Sipes, yeah, Seth Green, and Rob Paulson again to voice these Turtles. Yeah, they give a truly good performance, and even when the show was over, the cast actually said their goodbyes to the show, which was very nice. So I'd probably give this episode an 8 out of 10. But next week we are definitely reviewing the 2014 movie. So yeah, this is sad, but this is just the beginning, everybody. So with that being said, thanks for watching, and Turtle Power!